One spice from India made empires cross oceans and start wars. Imagine a world without chili, without black pepper, without cinnamon or cardamom. Today, spices sit quietly on kitchen shelves. But centuries ago, spices were more valuable than gold. And the heart of that spice world was India. For thousands of years, India wasn't just a land of culture and kingdoms. India was the center of global trade. Merchants, explorers, and empires didn't look at India as a distant country. They looked at India as a treasure chest. And one question haunted Europe. How do we reach India before anyone else does? Because whoever controlled India's spices controlled the world's wealth. To understand why the world chased India, you must understand one truth. Spices were not just food. They were medicine. They were luxury. They were power. Black pepper was called black gold. In ancient Rome, pepper was used as currency. Rich families stored spices the way we store wealth today. Cinnamon was burnt in royal ceremonies. Cardamom was worth more than silver. And India had something no other land had, the perfect climate to grow these rare treasures. From Kerala's pepper forests to Tamil Nadu's spice ports, India became the world's spice capital. Long before Europeans arrived, India was already trading with the world. Indian ships sailed across the Arabian Sea. Spices traveled through Arabia, Persia, Egypt, Rome, Southeast Asia, China. The Indian Ocean became a highway of commerce. Ports like Calicut, Cochin, and Goa were filled with merchants speaking dozens of languages. Indian traders didn't just export spices, they exported textiles, gemstones, perfumes, and knowledge. India wasn't isolated. India was global. And Europe was watching from afar, desperate to enter this network. By the Middle Ages, Europe was addicted to spices. But there was one problem. They had no direct access. Spices reached Europe through Arab and Ottoman middlemen. And every time spices changed hands, they became more expensive. A bag of pepper in Venice could cost a fortune. European kings realized, if we find the source, we remove the middlemen and we become rich beyond imagination. India became the dream, the ultimate prize. That's why Portugal, Spain, Holland, Britain all began searching for a sea route to India. Not for adventure, but for profit. In 1498, a Portuguese explorer named Vasco da Gama reached the shores of Kerala. For Europe, this was not just a discovery, it was an economic explosion. The spice markets of Calicut shocked him. Pepper everywhere, cinnamon, cloves, ginger, riches beyond belief. Portugal quickly realized this is not just trade, this is domination. They built forts, they armed ships, they attacked ports. Spice trade was no longer business, it became war. India was being chased not for land, but for spices. Soon Portugal was not alone. The Dutch arrived, then the French, then the British, all competing for one goal: control India's spice wealth. The British East India Company began as a trading business, but trade turned into politics. Politics turned into conquest. India's spice routes became colonial highways. European powers didn't come with curiosity, they came with calculations, because spices meant global control, massive profit, empire building. India wasn't colonized because it was weak. India was colonized because it was valuable. For centuries, India was called the Golden Bird, not because of myths, but because of trade. India produced nearly 1/4 of the world's wealth. Its spices flavored royal courts in Europe. Its textiles dressed emperors. Its ports connected continents. India wasn't just part of world history. India was the reason world history changed direction. Empires rose and oceans were crossed because India had what the world wanted. Today, spices are common, but their story is extraordinary. Every pinch of pepper carries a history of ships, empires, and global ambition. The world didn't chase India for empty land. The world chased India because India was the richest marketplace on earth. And the spice trade proved one powerful truth. India was never just a country. India was a civilization the world could not ignore. If you want more untold stories of how ancient India shaped the world, subscribe now, because India's real history is more powerful than fiction.